First of all, I will speak on each topic central to the webinar. Then I will answer some of the questions. During the webinar, you will be muted. Actually, I already muted you. So anything you say will not be heard. All right? Okay, so let's move with our webinar agenda. Just a sec, let me scroll down that chat window. Okay. All right, thanks again for your patience. So let's start with our webinar. We'll speak about the first topic, which is about BNT Travel Group. So BNT Travel Group is a family-owned business located in Brooklyn, New York. The company was founded in 2004 by two people as a retail travel agency, and in the beginning was selling predominantly airline tickets. Over the years, BNT Travel Group grew into a full-service award-winning hybrid agency selling personal vacations, weddings, and honeymoons, and making corporate and group arrangements for a diverse crowd of customers from different countries in the world. In 2014, we have also become a host agency providing experienced travel professionals and beginners with the opportunity of becoming home-based independent travel agents selling travel at their own leisure. Today, our agency employs over 100 people, including independent agents. Let's move to the second topic of the webinar, which is the BNT Travel Group Independent Agents, Opportunities and Expectations. The main opportunity of being a BNT Travel Group independent agent is that any person can become one and that literally no investments are required. It is also convenient that you can work from any place in the world as far as you have a computer and access to internet. You may also, you might know that initially we charge a one-time $199 registration activation fee, which agents can get back if they achieve their commission goal that is currently $250 within the first 3 months. Based on our agent experience, it is quite simple to receive this commission, sometimes even with one sale, if it's a big sale. There is no monthly service fee, while support is provided to the agents via email 5 days a week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, independent agents obtain access to BNT Travel Group travel deals with the company's preferred vendors. Considering significant volumes of sales in BNT, commission level is extremely high, sometimes up to 32%, and on an average, it's 15 to 17%. With many preferred vendors, that ensures high profits and provides a great way of being competitive compared to other companies. Just wanted to stress out that many other host agencies charge their agents with independent agents with a monthly fee or other type of fees, which on overall will be much more significant amount than $199 registration one-time fee that BNT Travel Group charges. So that's a big advantage. So let me actually open and show you our preferred vendors page. So this is the page from our website. Perhaps you already seen it before, but here are our airlines. We have contacts for them here and tour operators, and also cruise lines. All these vendor contact information can be found on our website, bntagents.com. So while the opportunities are vast and endless with BNT Travel Group, the expectations to our independent agents are not really numerous. We expect our independent agents to educate themselves using courses provided by vendors and Travel University Academy to become serious professionals in travel industry. While certain support is provided for BNT Agent Support Desk, mainly for registration with preferred vendors, some beginner advice and some technical matters, we believe that most of research should be done by the agents. Also, most of technical issues with vendor websites, tools, and engines should be addressed and resolved directly with the vendors. In case if you have to address an issue with our support desk, please make sure to provide detailed information on that issue. I will address that matter actually a bit later today in our webinar. Screenshots are always welcome. Please note that a lot of useful pieces of advice about travel can be obtained through the BNT Travel Agents private group on Facebook. Hopefully by now you've already visited the BNT Travel group, BNT Travel Agents closed group on Facebook and used it. If not, then I would highly recommend to do that. We also expect you to bear responsibility of owning your sales and interacting with the customers in a professional way, ensuring that all the required valid information, like names, documents, and so on, is received from them in a timely manner, and that all payments are processed within established deadlines. In case if a payment is missed and your customers lost money or vacation as a result, we as a company will not be responsible for covering any expenses. We also would like to remind you that we expect you to read all BNT email messages and Facebook posts, which we send and publish in the media, in order to inform you about any changes, updates, training courses, promotions, and more. Please ensure that our messages do not end up in your spam or trash folders, at least before you read them. So let's move on to the third topic of our webinar, which is the quick guide. So, quick guide. Let me open it for you actually, just a moment. The quick guide is located in the members only section of our website, which only our registered independent agents have access to. Here's the new quick guide location on the bntagents.com website. Let me open it for you. All right, it contains a few pages. And I want to stress that this is a very important document and a very useful one, which every new independent agent, starting with BNT Travel Group, should read and thoroughly review. Because you can find answers to many of the questions in this document. For instance, what suppliers you can register with on your own, and with which ones you need to register through the Agent Support Desk. What the contact information for each of our vendors is, what our preferred suppliers by destination are, what our support hours are, what BNT Travel Group credentials are with vendors like IATA, clear number, and phone number associated with our account, and so on. Therefore, we encourage you to read and review the quick guide thoroughly again. I'm just trying to stress this out. Please also note that we update our quick guide on a weekly basis to make sure that the information there is current and up to date. And that's why we recommend you to keep checking the quick guide from time to time. I will even say that it makes sense to check the quick guide before sending an inquiry to Agent Support Desk, because you may be able to find an answer in the quick guide immediately. If you won't be able to find something, then you're welcome to definitely send your inquiry to the Agent Support Desk, and we'll try to help you. All right, so let's scroll down through the quick guide. As you can see, it contains a lot of information on our vendors, on our rules and procedures, specific situations, and it also contains the lists of our preferred vendors by destination. And and by type of, by mode of transportation, and so on. There are useful tips here in the end of the quick guide. So as I said, this is probably your #1 document that you need to study when you start with us. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is the Travel Agent University. And the question that we have is, why do you need it? So this is a rather short topic, but I want to let you know that Travel Agent University is a tool which provides intensive courses for destination learning. It also a helpful tool to order collateral materials. You can get certified by touring board on specific destinations. And if you get certified, you can use these obtained certificates as a way of promoting yourself. You can also receive sale leads through your certifications with the Travel Agent University. And you can also get invitations to FAM trips. FAM trips stand for familiarization trips for travel agents to research and discover different resorts and cruise ships and so on and so forth. This is a really helpful feature. Let me show you the website for the Travel University. All right, sorry, this is Travel Leaders. Okay, here's the Travel University website. So it's www.traveluniversity.com. You can register with them using the information in the quick guide, and you're welcome to research their courses, take trainings, get certified, use all the features that they offer. All right, so this is it for the Travel University. Now let's speak about the Travel Leaders Network and about building your unique profile with Travel Leaders Network. So Travel Leaders Network is the largest travel professional consortium in North America. BNT Travel Group is a proud member of Travel Leaders since 2014, and we're very happy with our mutually beneficial cooperation. Because Travel Leaders offer a lot of deals to their members and offer access to different useful tools, like, for instance, you can book cruises using their one-stop shop cruise pro, which I will show later. Let me tell you more about the Agent Profiler, what the Agent Profiler is. The Agent Profiler is Travel Leaders Network's proprietary lead generation tool that enables travel advisors to build customized profiles that reside within travelleaders.com website. Consumers are able to search the profiles to locate a travel agent based on location, destination, and specialization or interest. The platform generates hundreds of thousands of high-quality leads annually for member agents, with the resulting sales averaging $5,000 per transaction. So that's significant. And let me show you how the Agent Profiler works on the Travel Leaders website and why it is useful. So, for instance, you have a customer, or I'm a customer. Let's say I'm a customer who is looking for traveling to a specific destination that I'm not familiar with. Let's pick Nepal as an example. That's a rather popular country, but not very well discovered one. So, and not too many travel agents are educated about this country or have traveled to it. So let's say we have a customer here who is looking for a travel professional who can give a good advice and book a nice trip to Nepal. Based on service, many customers use Travel Leaders website to find a travel professional experience in certain destination, location, specialization, or interest. So we'll try doing that as a customer. So we are on the travelleaders.com website right now, and we're in the search tool, which allows to search for a travel professional by specific feature. So let's say we're looking for a travel agent who is specialized in Nepal. So we'll click on the destination experts, enter Nepal into the search box and click on the search magnifying glass. All right, let's wait for the results. Okay, here are some results. But let's say we are located in a particular place in the United States, and we want to find a professional within our location, not far from where we live. So let's say we live in New York. We'll enter New York in the box for the location. And we don't necessarily have to select interest. That's an additional feature, but you can see how many different interests are available here. And then we hit search again. That will take a few seconds. All right, let's take a look whom we found. So actually right here, look at this, Konstantin Yerohin, that's one of our agents, one of BNT Travel Group agents. So here's his profile. As you can see, he's located in Brooklyn, New York, BNT Travel Group, a travel leaders network related agency. And here is his motto, traveler in soul, mind, and business. And here are his destination specialties, and Nepal is one of them. That's why his agent profile popped up in our search, and because also he lives in New York City. Here are his interest specialties, and if we click on his name, we will actually open his profile and see more information in detail. So here we see his brief bio. He also put his travels within the past 10 years. As you can see, he traveled a lot, so that's definitely appreciated by customers. So he must be experienced by now. And his areas of expertise, that's also important, as I said, So he put the destinations which he probably traveled to before and which he might have been certified before in, and maybe he had some courses and probably booked a lot of these locations already. So he's a specialist in Hawaii, Russia, and Northeast Asia, Portugal, South America, Nepal. And here is his interests, which include all-inclusive, adventure, beach vacations, destinations, weddings, European culture, and so on. The language is also an important value here, an important feature. So if you speak more than one language, if you speak some foreign languages, you can actually attract more customers who may speak the same language that you speak, and that may put you out of the crowd. You may stay out of the crowd with this kind of knowledge. So all these areas of expertise, they're really important to attract more customers. Therefore, we really highly recommend for you to create an agent profiler on the Travel Leaders Network. You should have access information available on the quick guide and through other messages that were sent to you. And you will be able to create a profile, and we highly recommend to use the same approach. Please put the destinations you have traveled to before into your profile, put your interests, put the languages you may speak, and put your travel experience, put a nice catchy motto like this one, for instance. That sounds really interesting. Traveler in soul, mind, and business. That's a short but rather significant statement, and I think it may catch an eye of a potential customer. So, as I said, when you build your profile, make sure that you stay out of crowd. Show how you are different than other agents and why the customers should call you or email you about their trip. We also recommend for you to ask your customers after their trip to write a brief review of you as a travel agent. A link can be found through the Travel Leaders Network agent profile, so that they can provide some information on you, on the assistance that you provided, which may attract more customers as well. You can also ask your friends and family, especially if you're a beginner, to put some nice reviews together about you to boost your ranking in search results. If this is, as I said, this is the beginning of your travel career. We have a lot of agents who receive real sales deals. I'm sorry, sales leads, not deals. And in the end, of course, it will be a deal through the agent profiler. But you do need to make sure that your profile is unique and that it is different than other agents to attract more customers. All right, so let's switch to the next topic. All right, so the next topic is our non-preferred and preferred vendors. First, I would like to speak about the non-preferred vendors, like, for instance, Expedia. Once before, Expedia was one of our so-called preferred vendors, and some agents did use it. But over the time, we realized that it's not really an agent-friendly company, and specifically because of the commission level that they have. They don't really pay much in commission to travel agents who work with them as independent agents, sort of. So the highest commission that they pay, as far as we know, is 5%, and this is really low, especially if you want to be a competitive travel agent. Therefore, we highly recommend to stay away from such vendors like Expedia. Although their prices may be very competitive and may look attractive, with our preferred vendors, you actually will get much more perks and may get better pricing as well, in most cases. And you will, in the long haul, you will really be more beneficial by using our preferred vendors. Therefore, we recommend you to focus on using our preferred vendors, and I'm going to speak about our preferred vendors shortly. And one of the main reasons why we want you to use our preferred vendors is because their commission level is much higher, especially for the ones with whom we've been in business for a long time, and with whom we have a lot of sales, because they provide us with their highest commission level compared to other travel agencies, which may have a lower sales volume with them, which results in lower commissions for the agents. So let's speak about Vacation Express. Vacation Express is a very good example of a preferred carrier, at least for us. So Vacation Express is a very popular company with travel agents and with customers. They have the best charter program in the industry. You can see their charters on their website. And just a moment. Okay. So they offer non-stop flights to Mexico and the Caribbean. Here is the list of the cities from which the charters are available. You can review that later. They offer exclusive charters. They are seasonal. Usually, they have more charters during the high season, less charters during the low season. But charters are really a big deal with them because they are priced much lower than the regular commercial flights, regular scheduled flights. And that's a big advantage for you and your customers in the first place. Besides that, Vacation Express, we have really a special relationship with Vacation Express. Because we sell a lot of their products, we are a really valuable client for them. And they provide us with all the perks that they have. For instance, they have so-called freebies. Okay, Let me sign in. All right. Apologize, I forgot to sign in. That's why I was not able to show you all the options that I wanted to show you previously. So returning back for a moment to the charter schedule, to the charter program. Here's the charter schedule. So you need to be logged in to see the charter schedule. Here's the list of their charters for 2019. As you can see, they fly from quite a lot of cities in the United States. All right, and they also already have some information for their charters in 2020. All right, here's the information. All right, I'm not going to scroll down all the way so we have more time for other topics. So they also, as I said, they also offer some special things for travel agencies, which sell them a lot. Okay, so let me show you the freebies. Oh, by the way, they also have the webinars and fun trips, which you can also research here. That's also useful information. Here are freebies, or also known as agent incentives. So when you book with Vacation Express, it's really a rewarding experience, because for every three nights that you book, you get 1 night for free for yourself. There's a detailed information on that perk, and the information on how you can redeem your free nights, how you earn them, how you redeem them, and what requirements they have for this program, processing charges, and so on and so forth. So you can research this later. They also have the so-called VIP President's Support Line, and where the high member which has access to this VIP President's Support Line. It's really good because you don't have to wait for a long time on the phone. You call, they answer right away. They provide you with a very cordial support, and we're platinum members with them. So the top level, top tier, as you can see, here are the levels. And here are the benefits which different levels include. And as I said, we're at the top level with them, so pretty much everything is included here. One more useful perk that Vacation Express offers is the so-called Pepe Club. And you can become a member of the Pepe Club right here under sales support. There's a Pepe Club link. So the 2019 Pepe Club benefits, they included, in order to achieve the membership in the Pepe Club, you need to sell travel to at least 85 travel passengers, and in the previous calendar year. And this can be a family. Let's say you have a family of 5, so that'll be 5 people. So you have 20 families, you'll have 100 people, and you'll become a member of the Pepe Club. And here are the different levels in the Pepe Club and the benefits that are included with the membership. The biggest advantage with this membership, biggest benefit, is that you are invited to the annual President's Retreat, as you can see, at any level. That's a great advantage and a great benefit. It's a very special experience. Some of our agents have already experienced it, and they were really happy and excited about it. So this was one of our major preferred vendors. Let's speak about another one, which is also a big deal for us. It's VAX Vacation Access. VAX Vacation Access is a consolidator for different brands, for different travel brands and tour companies. Let me log into their website and show you what brands are included, because there are a lot, really. Thanks for your patience. Just a moment. Okay, so here we are. And let me show you the vendors which are included here in this one big consolidator. So I hope you can see it. It's a bit small. Let me see if I can increase it for you. All right, hopefully that's a bit better. So here under the vacation package search, you can click on the supplier and you will see all the brands and tour companies and so on and so forth, which are a part of the of this big consolidator. I apologize, just a sec. All right, here we go. So Southwest Vacations is a part of BAX. United Vacations as well. So for instance, if you're booking air with United or the Southwest, you can definitely check the opportunities, the prices for BAX, because they will probably have a good deal. Blue Sky Tours is a unique provider because they are a full service vendor which offers travel to Hawaii. They specialize on Hawaii, and Hawaii is a really cool destination. The vacation package is really expensive to Hawaii usually, and that's a really good opportunity for agents to earn a high commission. So travel Impressions, that's a luxury brand. So if you have customers who are looking for a really luxury vacation, top of the line, definitely check options that are offered by Travel Impressions. All right, so other vendors, other brands here are also useful, depending on what your customer is looking for. You can also find the BAX published air here. So you can book flights only if necessary. Just SeaWorld Vacations and Universal and so on and so forth. So a lot of different vendors. So BAX also have some perks with us, which you can research through their website. I'm not going to focus on that anymore because we may run out of time, I think. I wanted to, one more, I apologize. One more vendor that I forgot to mention, which is really important, that is Apple Vacations. Oh, and FunJet as well. Yeah, FunJet, that's also a big brand which offers special charters. They have a charter program, which they're famous for. And this makes them similar to Vacation Express and Apple Vacations as well. That's a very popular brand with travel agents. I booked a lot with Apple Vacations. They used to have really competitive pricing, and they still do. And they also offer some charters from different cities. BAX charters are a bit different. The program is a bit different than the Vacation Express, which is an additional advantage. You have more charters if you compare Vacation Express and BAX. So let me show you one more thing. So if you want to check on special promo codes, you can do that for BAX as well. All right. Promotions. Right here. All right, just a sec. Apologize. Well, let me refresh. Now I'm not able to open that particular option. Anyway, apologize for the technical issue, but it looks like I'm not able to open it right now. But please do check this option for promotions that Vax Vacation Access has, because you can use the promo codes when selling their packages and get an additional discount. Okay. All right. One more thing I wanted to show you on Vax Vacation is their education website. Subsite. Let's put it this way. So they have a lot of courses, which they offer for free, of course. As you can see, here is the list. And you can actually get some additional perks while going for these courses. See, they're offering some discounts for agents who will take those courses, so on and so forth. All right, one more preferred vendor that I wanted to focus on briefly is G Adventures. G Adventures is a really cool vendor for someone who wants to go on a tour to a foreign country. They offer tours pretty much to all the continents. I'm not sure about Antarctica, but otherwise, other than that, they offer tours to a lot of countries on most of the continents. And as you can see, destinations really vast here. And their packages are really inexpensive. They focus on usually on younger crowd, who do not need too much comfort, and that allows them to provide competitive pricing. And they have significantly small groups. Comparably small groups, so you can have a really nice experience not traveling with a big crowd of people. But their tour guides are great, and their tours are well prepared, well planned, and you get a great experience when using G Adventures. I personally just returned from a vacation with G Adventures recently in India and Nepal, and that was just a great experience. So let's switch to the next topic, because time is running and time is flying. All right, let me go back to our slideshow. So here's the next interesting topic, submission of bookings and the importance of doing that. So you will ask why it is important to submit your bookings and why does a BNT Travel Group require doing that? Well, in order to make sure that you receive your earned commission, and that's one of your major goals, right? We urge you to submit your booking information through our back office site, which is the members only website. And actually, here is the screenshot of that page, and submit booking is the right link to the form, which is used to submit your booking information for commission registration. This information that you provide through the submit booking form will be immediately sent to our accounting system in order to identify you as an agent for a specific booking and to identify you as the owner of that commission. All reservations that are paid in full must be reported to BNT Travel Group back office using the submit booking form. And let me show you, actually, let me log into BNT again, and yeah, I'm already logged in, actually, that helps. So let me click on the submit booking and show you the form. If you already made some sales, I'm sure you used it, but in any case, let's make sure that everyone is aware of that and everyone knows how to use it. So here's the form. It's very simple and very straightforward. Some host agencies have really complicated forms and systems to submit their bookings, the agent bookings for commission registration. Ours is really simple. So you need to provide your agent's name. So let's say John Johnson is the agent. The agent's email, J. Johnson at bntagents.com. So the vendor's name is a critical piece of information. Actually, all the boxes which are marked with a star, this is all mandatory information, and it's important to enter it. So the vendor's name, let's say, is Vacation Express, one of our preferred vendors. Then you need to provide your booking number or your reservation or confirmation number. So let's say it was 1435. And you do need to provide us with the lead passenger name on the reservation. So let's say if you have a group of people going, 5 people, you do not need to provide every single name, just the lead passenger name. Okay, just one person. So let's say it was John Doe. Departure date and return date, these are also important pieces of information for us because these details help us to identify the reservation if they're unique. So let's say the travel dates are sometime in August. All right, so enter. Then for the calendar, okay, let me reduce a bit. Okay, great. So zoom out. August 14. Package cost, so you need to include the total package cost. Let's say the package cost was $5,000. Expected commission, you need to enter the 100% commission without any deduction to BNT Travel Group or without any markdowns or markups. So let's say the commission was $600 and personal discounts made. We're not going to discount anything, but you can use this box if you did provide any additional discounts, if you were trying to compete, you know, do some sort of a price match. And then the final commission will be $600 as well in this case. The next box is not mandatory. It's a promo code or comment box, so you can enter your promo code here or discounted code if you use one, or you can enter any commission. Like sometimes, you know, with some vendors you may not know the exact commission amount, like maybe Port to Europe, for instance. So you will put an approximate expected commission as you think what it is, you know, what it is you think, and then you can put a comment. Commission amount is approximate or something like that. All right, and then you will click on the submit your booking in the bottom of the page. All right, the field is required. Personal discount made. Sorry, looks like this piece of information was missing. Maybe it was entered incorrectly. All right, let's try again. All right, so now the form is gone and it will be received by our back office, by our accounting office, and you will receive a copy of it as well. Okay. And you need to retain this form for your records, a copy of this form for your records. Other important requirement is that the form must be completed and submitted to BNT within 48 hours from the date of the final payment posted on the reservation. And it is important to know that untimely or undocumented reservations will be subject to a $25 fee paid by an agent to BNT, and its fee will be deducted from the agent's commission. That's why we strongly recommend everyone to submit your booking information on time and in full, you know, provide all the information. But please do remember that you do not need to submit this information more than once, because that will really confuse our back office, okay? And it will be difficult for us to figure out what's going on. Also, please do not submit this information if the booking has not been paid in full yet. If you just got the deposit, but the final payment has not been processed yet, please do not submit this form. All right. Okay, well, I think this is pretty much it that I wanted to say about submitting the booking and why it is important. If you have any questions, you can ask them later about this particular part of the webinar. Let's move on to the next slide and to the next topic in our webinar. Focusing on what brings you profit, not headache. So this is a really fun topic as far as I see it. We came up with 5 different principles, which we believe if you use, you can be more successful and you'll be more profitable. At the same time, you will be less stressful and your experience will be less stressful and you won't have any major headaches while working as an independent travel agent. So rule number 1, stick to BNT Travel Group preferred suppliers. I already talked a lot about the preferred suppliers today, so you know all the cool things about them. But basically, there's no end to travel options offered by tour operators, cruise lines, resort chains, and more. Instead of trying to grasp the dizzying array of fare structures and products offered by all of the travel companies, focus on booking a majority of your clients with a few suppliers that offer quality products and the best commission. As you become more familiar with the reservation systems and policies, you'll be able to work more efficiently to quickly and confidentially offer quotes to your customers. Many companies pay commissions or offer bonuses based on sales volumes. So it makes financial sense, really makes financial sense to try to consolidate your bookings with a few key companies. And it's just easier, we think, as well, if you will be dealing with a fewer companies rather than with 100 different companies, because it's difficult to remember all the rules and all the things that are involved into making reservations and so on and so forth. All right, so rule number 2, provide your customers with full service experience. Many agents work very hard to assist their clients with the main components of a vacation, but we remind you to not forget to look beyond the basic package and help your clients complete the picture, so to say, on their vacation. For example, offer to assist with the pre or post cruise air and hotel arrangements, or hotel arrangements, or recommend tours and activities that will enhance an all-inclusive vacation experience. Many of these additional items are commissionable, and your clients will appreciate your help with all the vacation details, and you will get some extra commission. So that sounds great to me. Rule number 3, specialize. It is impossible to become an expert in every type of travel product. Most people increase their income as a travel agent by finding a way to specialize their business, by selling a particular type of travel or destination. This will allow you to focus your time, energy, and marketing budget on your chosen specialty. Developing a loyal customer base in your chosen field usually leads to increased profits. So we also recommend for you to sell cruises. You can utilize Cruise Pro for doing that, especially if you're a beginner and not familiar with cruise line websites and with their tools and with their reservation system that they offer on their websites. If you don't have their access to their websites, you can always use the Cruise Pro, which is available through the Agent Universe. Here's the Agent Universe. Sign in. We have sent you the detailed information how to become an agent profile user and how to become a Travel Leaders Group member for us. So if you use the agent profile and if you use the Travel Leaders Network, you can have access to the Cruise Pro, which is a one-stop shop for cruises. Here's the tool. It's very simple, but it provides you with access to a bunch of cruise lines through a single tool. Okay, so we really encourage you to use it, especially when you start your travel career. You can find a lot of information here, and you can book for this tool as well. You can book directly with a cruise line if you want to have more options, or more access to more of their perks that they offer. But in the beginning, that's a great tool, and even for informational purposes, for research, for doing research, that's a wonderful tool. Use it and you will be happy, for sure. Okay, and number 4, encourage referrals. Once your customers come to appreciate your assistance and expertise, they may willingly recommend you to their friends and family. Don't be afraid to ask for referrals as well, and include a few extra business cards when you send your cards or travel documents to your clients. Number 5, grow with groups. Working with groups is a fantastic way to increase your income as a travel agent. Instead of planning lots of individual itineraries, you plan one basic trip, and your commission multiplies with each group member added. Plus, each additional person becomes a potential travel client for future bookings or source of referrals, offering a boost to your bottom line for years to come. So these are the 5 rules that we wanted to introduce you to, and we hope that this will be helpful. Let's talk about contacting BNT Agent Support Desk. Let's talk about the BNT Agent Support Desk in general. All right, and all right, so BNT Agent Support Desk, rules and requirements. BNT Agent Support Desk is open 5 days a week, as you already know probably, from Monday through Friday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All inquiries are submitted via email to support@bntagents.com. Response time is normally within 2 hours from the receipt of your inquiry. Vendor registrations and login requests may take longer, sometimes up to 2 business days. Although usually we try our best to respond on the same day and to process your registration rather quickly. Your requests and inquiries which you send to us should be clear, detailed, and easily readable. If you're attempting to address a specific issue or problem, please explain in detail what steps you are taking, what occurred, what happened, and what prevented you from achieving your goal. For instance, you were trying to book a flight and you were not able to do that. We need to know step by step what we were doing and what exactly prevented you from booking that flight. Maybe you received an error message or a warning message or some kind of information, or maybe something else occurred. So we do need to know that, and we do appreciate if you will send us some screenshots. The screenshots are definitely welcome, and they usually help us to determine the root of the cause of the problem. We also need to know whom we deal with when we receive your inquiries or your messages. Therefore, we ask you to please make sure to sign your messages, because we do receive certain messages from certain agents who forget to sign their messages. Then we have to try to determine whom the message is coming from. We cannot really address the message properly. We can say hello properly. So we do ask you to please sign your messages, and you can actually preset a signature in pretty much any email engine, or any email tool. That option is available. So please do that to make sure that you send messages which are signed not only to us but to your customers as well. I'm sure they will appreciate that as well. Okay, so this is the information on the support desk. Let's switch to the next topic in the agenda: how to stay active at BNT Travel Group without paying extra fees. So any independent BNT agent who will generate at least $350 in agent commission within 6 continued months will not need to pay a $199 registration renewal fee again, and his or her account will be automatically renewed for free for a new 6 month period. So this is a really important thing to know, because you can really return that single fee that you pay to us, which I already told you that it's a less significant investment than many other host agencies asked their independent agents to make. So, but even this amount is refundable to you, reimbursable to you, in case if you reach your commission goal. And we believe it's not an impossible thing to do. We do have quite a few agents who are able to receive their feedback, and who oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I actually confused myself a bit. Who did not have to pay the fee again because they reached their commission goal. I apologize. Well, now I wanted to ask you one question on the side, actually. Tell me, please, who reads and uses our blog on www.bntagents.com/blog? We publish all the news, useful information, and advice there every week. Let me show you the blog, actually. This way you will see where it is located, in case if you haven't seen it yet. Slash blog. All right. All right, I apologize. One moment. BNT Agents. Okay, and BNT Travel Group, BNT Travel Agency blog. Interesting. All right, let's try to do it through the website. Maybe I'm entering an incorrect link. Okay, here you go. So you can log into bntagents.com and just click on the blog. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's working. It is working. So as you can see, we have a lot of useful information here. Information on different promotions, sales, useful information on different travel industry topics, on independent travel agent topics, and so on and so forth. So we update this information pretty much on a weekly basis as well. So we encourage you to check the blog as often as you can, because you can find a lot of helpful information here, a lot of sales and trainings, courses, new suppliers, new vendors, new tools that are available for BNT travel agents. Please do not ignore this helpful source of information, and please make sure to check it from time to time. Thank you. All right, next topic is the price match. So we want to tell you how to be successful and competitive in the crazy world of travel deals. If you or your client found a vacation package or a travel deal which is priced lower online with an online company or with a different tour company, you can easily match it, bid it, and still earn decent commission on your price match sale. Plus, you will keep your customer, who otherwise may go to a different agency or different agent, or you can get a new one as well for future trips as a bonus. Customer loyalty is a big deal for travel agents, especially in today's world, where everything is so competitive. So price match information, detailed the guide to price match is available on our website as well in the members only section. Okay, just a second. Okay, so that's how you can access it, or you can do it through the website, or you can do it through the direct link, bntagents.com/price-match. So here's the detailed guide on how you do that. So let me tell you in briefly how it's done. For instance, if you do a price match with one of our preferred tour operators like Vacation Express, FunJet Vacations, or Apple Vacations, which are part of the VAX Vacation Access. First of all, check the prices of all tour operators for the same vacation package. Make sure you select the same travel dates, flights, room category, in the specific resort that you're booking, transfer options, etc., before proceeding further. Choose the desired tour operator you wish to match the price with and create a booking with the correct names and the dates of birth of all travelers. Make sure to take screenshots. Screenshots are critical, yeah, and I'll explain why later. In order for a price match to be a 99% successful, it has to be very detailed. The flight numbers have to match. So always expand outbound and inbound flight information, because that little tiny detail lost, missed, can make a difference, and your price match will not be approved. Hotel room category has to be shown as well. Transfer should match. So basically, you should be comparing apples to apples, not apples to oranges. Your screenshot must show the competitor's website and, most importantly, the screen clock, date, and time. If you're working on a laptop, sometimes it's hard to fit every single detail on the screen. So here's a useful tip. By pressing the control and the minus keys, buttons, at the same time, you will make your screen smaller, and that will allow you to take a complete screenshot. Pasting a screenshot into a body of an email is not always a great idea. It makes it hard to read, and you may not be able to get an approved price match with the tour company. Please make sure you attach all the components, including class of service, or of both the outbound and the inbound flights. Regarding the screenshots, we recommend to attach it as a file. That may be a better idea, to make sure that the company can read it. If you do price match with FunJet, make sure that the selected hotel on FunJet website is marked as OTA price match, so online travel agency. Otherwise, they will deny your request. Send your screenshots along with your reservation number in the subject line. Then call tour operator to expedite the response. Once the price has been matched, apply the payment as usual. Please keep in mind, and that's a very important detail, because we just got a few questions about it recently from some of our agents who were surprised about why the things were working not the way that they were expecting them to work. So keep in mind that if you will be price matching an online travel agency, or OTA, as it is called, like Expedia, Cheap Caribbean, Orbitz, Kayak, and many others, your land commission will be reduced to 10% from the 15-17% of normal commission. And air commission will be reduced to 0% from usually 5% by the tour agency. Meaning, like, if you're trying to price match something that you found in Expedia, you're trying to price match it with Vacation Express or with VAX, Vacation Access tour companies, tour agencies, they will automatically reduce your commission, land commission to 10% and air commission to 0%. And this is the rule with all these companies. Unfortunately, that it is what it is. Some agents think it isn't fair, but this is the policy that they have, and you have to keep this in mind to not to overestimate your commission. Okay. All right. So let's speak about the last topic of today's webinar, and this is the Keep 100% flash sale. So the flash sale It's something that we have every month, once a month. BNT offers a great opportunity, which is available to our agents. The flash sale Keep 100% program is unique to BNT Travel Group only and to BNT Travel agents only. And it creates an exciting incentive and opportunity for our travel professionals. It allows our travel agents to keep 100% of their commission when booking with specific preferred travel vendors during particular periods of time. We promise that the flash sale, Keep 100% commission, occurs once a month, but it occurs at random times, so you have to really be attentive, with receiving the information on it. Prior to the beginning of the flash sale, BNT Travel Group sends out an email to all BNT agents specifying the exact vendors and time frame eligible for the upcoming flash sale. We'll also publish this information on our in our Facebook closed group, BNT Travel Agents. Let me show you how it looks. Okay, let's move this out of my way. All right, so here's the Facebook, and here's the BNT Travel Agents group. As you can see, 1 hour ago, the ad was published in the group, which announces the upcoming flash sale, Keep 100%, on all Vacation Express packages, our preferred tour operator, for all inclusive packages to Caribbean, Mexico, and Costa Rica. All right, so this is something which is important. Here is the full ad. You can see more here, more details. There is a promo code, and there is a time frame. So it's the Vacation Express bookings made and paid in full between July 24th and 28th, 2019, eligible for 100% commission. All right, and you keep all of this, no exclusions. The offer is not valid for bookings made before or after promotion period. Okay, so more details are available here. You can research this later, but this is how it works pretty much. Let me give you an example, and let me explain a little bit more in detail what this opportunity means to you. So, for example, if BNT Travel Group sends out an email announcing flash sale with Vacation Express, for instance, for particular dates, so you will, if you book and pay your vacation package within the required period of time and pay it in full, you will receive 100% of that commission. So let's say you book a $3,000 package with Vacation Express, paid it in full within the required time frame. Your commission will be, let's say, $500, okay, from that package. You will keep the entire $500 commission. Nothing will be deducted to BNT Travel Group. We will not deduct any commission, and irrespective of your travel agent commission level, because as you probably know, we have a standard 80-20% commission split between the independent agents and the company. But if you sell a particular amount of if you reach a particular amount in sales over the calendar year, you actually get more. You get 85% and then up to 90%. I believe it's $5,000 a year, then you go to 85%. If you sell $10,000 or more, you go to the 90% commission level. So irrespective of your commission level with BNT Travel Group, under normal circumstances, you will get 100% commission on such a sale because it is a special program. The benefits this benefits you in many ways. For starters, this program is unique only to our company, and it gives you a reason to work through us specifically, as opposed to other host travel agencies. It also gives you an incentive to sell more services and more products, as the commission you get to keep from doing this is full 100%, and it can be better. An increase in sales also means a potential increase in your standard commission rate at the end of the year. So the more you sell, the more volumes you have, the higher commission level you will have in the end of the year. So that helps you in many ways, as I said. You might think, why we do this? This doesn't make sense, right? We are not getting any commission, for BNT Travel Group during these promotions. Well, BNT Travel Group is the host agency which truly appreciates our travel agents, our independent travel agents particularly. We appreciate your work, and we really mean it. And BNT Travel Group is more than just a free host travel agency. It is your anchor in the boundless sea of travel business. Well, this concludes our webinar. And thank you for listening. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, please enter them through the chat, and I will do my best to answer them. Okay, so let me take a look. I think some questions already came. Okay, well, I see some nice comments here about Vacation Express. Someone liked the Vacation Express price match department. That's great. Yeah, we do love Vacation Express as well. Okay, looks like NGP is asking why commissions are lower if I price match booking. So as I explained earlier, the price match, if you price matched a deal which was available for an online travel agency like Expedia or Kayak or Orbitz or Cheap Caribbean or cheaper tickets, airline tickets, whatever, your commission level with the tour agency, which will be selling the vacation to you, actually, will be low. It will downgrade to 10% for the land portion, and it will downgrade to the 0% for the air portion. This is the rule which tour companies introduced. I assume it is associated with the profits that they get, and with their internal internal financial policies. So there's nothing we can do, unfortunately, about that, and we can't influence that anyhow. But it is better than getting zero commission, I assume. So it's better than nothing. And in many cases, it's a pretty good deal still. Okay, I see another question about commission. Why commissions paid with huge delay? The question came from Christian. Well, this is a good question. I unfortunately, since I work for the Agent Support Desk, I may not be the best source of response for this question. I guess it depends on the vendor. Some vendors pay their commissions later. It also depends on if when you paid in full for your package or for your vacation or for your hotel. I know that, for instance, cruises pay commissions right away as soon as you pay for the cruise in full. They do not wait until the trip to start, until the cruise to start, and until the travelers come back from the cruise, actually. Unlike tour companies and tour agencies, which when they sell a vacation package to you, let's say you sold a vacation package to Mexico, and you will not actually see this commission. We will not see, as a company, BNT Travel Group, will not see this commission coming from, let's say, Vacation Express until your customers, your travelers, return back from the trip, until their trip is over. And usually, I believe they send commission to us 3-5 days after the trip is over. So that may be the reason for the delay. But again, it depends on circumstances, on particular vendors and other things. So you may want to be more specific with, a particular situation. Then we may be able to help you in more detail. You're also welcome to address this through the Agent Support Desk email, and we can actually consult on this with our back office. Okay, thank you. So another question here is from Phyllis. I believe I read this right. Are we CLEAR certified? Yes, BNT Travel Group is CLEAR certified. That's correct. So another question here is from Anthony. Do you guys train how to sell cruises? Well, we personally do not really train you. We don't have a training department or, someone who will be a trainer. But we provide you with the different resources where if you use them, you can actually get free trainings. Some trainings may not be free, but most of them are free, including cruise trainings directly for vendors. We register you with vendors. So besides just booking and selling with them, you can also educate yourself using their courses. We also give you with credentials to subscribe to Travel Agent University, Travel Agent Academy. They also provide a lot of information. That's through a lot of information is provided through the Travel Leaders Network. So a lot of different options on how you can get educated on selling cruises. All right. So here's a question from Terry. What's the best way to get clients? Well, I think we might have partially addressed it through one of our topics in the agenda, focusing on what brings you profit, not headache. So basically, if you're new, I will say if you're a brand new independent agent, you may want to try to get your first customers among your friends and family, because these are the people who trust you more, than people who do not know you and whom you don't know. So try to start with someone whom you know and with people who trust you, whom interests you know better. So you may be able to find a better match for their trip or vacation. And that's how you can start. And then by the word of mouth, your friends and family can advertise you to their friends and to their families. Also use, in our today's world, I would say, use social media. Try to advertise yourself through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. Again, another good tool is the Travel Leaders Network Agent Profiler. If you have a nice, attractive profile, and if you can offer something which will make you stand out from the travel agent crowd, you may get a few leads there as well. So, there are a lot of different ways how to grow your business, how to become more successful. I'm sure you can find more information if you Google it. So I guess, that's all I have to say for now. Thank you. A question from Milana. Where should I submit the complaint if the vendor's site is glitching? So the vendors, they operate their own sites, individually. We really do not help them when operating their websites. We do not build their websites. We do not provide any support, any technical support with the vendors' websites or engines. I will say, I will recommend to contact a particular vendor's support desk, if you're experiencing a technical issue, a technical glitch with their website or with their program or with their system, and try to resolve it with them. If you will have problems with doing that, you are welcome to notify us at the support as well, via email, that you're experiencing a certain issue. But please be clear what the issue is exactly. Make sure it is not something that is related to your computer, maybe to your software on the computer, maybe your settings or security settings, and so on and so forth, your browser settings. So, but number one step will be to reach out to the vendor directly to try to resolve the issue directly with the vendor, since this is a vendor's website and vendor's proprietary product. Okay, thank you. So here's a question from Anthony. Best vendor for the airline tickets? Well, it really depends, because we have, I think, at least 3 vendors which sell airline tickets. Well, I probably should say 2 vendors which specialize in selling mostly tickets. The difference is that one is free, the other one is not free, but it's not really expensive. So the Best Agent Pro is an engine which is offered by Downtown Travel, our longtime preferred vendor. And they offer a free system which you can use to book reservations and sell tickets pretty much to any country in the world. They are not really specializing in domestic tickets, so I know that some travelers were, some agents were experiencing certain issues with them when booking and trying to sell domestic airline tickets. And I'm not sure particularly if this was a technical issue or some kind of a setting in the system, because Downtown Travel advises that they don't really specialize on domestic itineraries, domestic tickets, because they don't really bring them any profit. They're not commissionable. So, but aside from that, we have also TripPro, which is another preferred vendor for airline tickets only. And this is a more sophisticated, more diverse, and more customized tool to book flights and to sell airline tickets. They are more technically savvy, I think. The program itself is more technically savvy, has more options to offer. And I think we have more and more agents who start using it. Another smaller vendor for selling tickets only is VAX, Vacation Access. I think when I was talking about VAX and showing their website, I showed that they have a VAX air only option. So you can use this as well. Okay, so this is it for this question. Thank you. And Albert Novel is asking why I can't get all vendor logins at once. Well, this is a very good question. We have so many preferred vendors that if you decide to get registered with all of them, or even let's say with half of them at the same time, we will probably be sitting here in support for quite a number of hours registering you with all the vendors. But that's not the only reason why we normally do not register agents, especially the new agents, with all the vendors or with a huge number of vendors at the same time. In order to get a price, or get information on a particular product, with most vendors, you don't need to be registered immediately. For instance, with tour companies, with cruise lines, you can get an estimate on the price just through their website without logging into their website. And if you find the deal which is sufficient for you and which meets your customers' requirements, then if you want to book, then you are welcome to let us know that you need the registration with a particular vendor, and we'll be happy to register you with such a vendor. Besides, we normally do register agents, new agents and not new agents, with a number of vendors of their choice. Like usually we say for new agents, let's register you with 3 to 5 preferred vendors for the beginning, so you can have access and research and maybe have some training as well, because you do need to have a login and password to go through training courses and through educational materials. So here are the reasons, and here's the information on why we register with vendors the way that we do that. But you're welcome to ask for more registrations if necessary, if you really need to book. There's nothing wrong about that. Thank you. Okay, Glenda Shanahan is asking, is there any vendor that you should work with first being brand new? Well, it really depends, Brenda. It depends on, I apologize, Glenda. It really depends on what kind of trip you need to book. You know, it depends if you're booking a flight, an airline flight, an airline ticket, then we'll recommend you to work with the Best Agent Pro or with Trip Pro. If you are booking a vacation to Mexico, let's say, or to Dominican Republic, or to the Caribbean somewhere, we will recommend you to check Vacation Express, of course, due to a number of reasons. Vacation Access is a great resource because they have so many different brands included. And if you're looking, let's say, for a tour in Europe, we'll say G Adventures is a great deal. But then again, you know, it depends on how what kind of interests your customers have, like, you know, how big their budget is or how reduced their budget is. So it depends on so many different issues and so many different questions. But as I said, you know, for particular situations, these are the vendors that you will use. For hotels, if you need to book a hotel, we have Hotels Pro, we have Pinside Hotels. These are our two major providers and vendors for hotels only. So this is the information that may help you. Thank you, Glenda. Christine is asking, can I be cruise line certified? Yes, definitely, Christine. You can get your cruise line certification through each individual cruise line. We will need to register you so you can go for their certification training courses. Believe you may also get some certifications from Travel Leaders Network, but you'll have to research that in more detail. Probably doing that through individual cruise lines is easier thing. Okay, so question from Terry here. As a travel agent and you want to travel, how can you get a discount? Well, you being a travel agent, you can get a travel agent rate on particular products, you know, on particular vacations. You can also probably, well, again, yeah, as I said, I think the best way is to get the travel agent rate. That's usually the best deal you may get because the discount is usually the highest. It's even better than if you just remove the commission. So travel agent rates, travel agent prices are the best. So you can use them as a travel agent. I think we will address this question in more detail in our next webinar next month, because I think I need to check on more information with our management on this to give you a more detailed answer and proper answer, if you don't mind. Thank you, Terry. Sorry, Terry. One more option is to participate in fam trips. You know, fam trips are usually very inexpensive. So you can go to, let's say, Dominican Republic for 3 days for sometimes even for like a couple $100, you know, including a flight. So look out for fam trip information on either vendors' websites or through our blog and our Facebook page. We publish this information from time to time when it's available to us. So fam trips is a great opportunity because it's only available to travel agents. Okay, thank you, Terry. Here's a question from Phyllis. Can we get the best agent, can we get the best pro agency airline clear number for us to use when we have issues over the weekend? Not sure I am understanding the question properly. I apologize, Phyllis. Could you phrase it a bit differently? I'm not sure I understand. You're saying, can we get the best pro agency airline clear number for us to use when we have issues over the weekend? Are you asking about our clear number, the BNT Travel Group clear number, or are you asking for some contact information for an agency during the weekend? So clear number, you're asking for our clear number, right? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the verification. So our clear number is available in our quick guide, I believe, and it's also available in some other supplemental materials which was sent to you. If you will not be able to find it, just shoot us an email in the best. I apologize, in the agent support desk, and we will respond to you with the number. Okay, if you don't mind. Well, it depends. You know, some vendors, I believe, they request for a phone number. So with some vendors, you may need to provide them with a phone number. Some vendors will ask you for our IATA clear number. Okay. So which number are you providing to them? Can you put the number that you have right now, if you have one? Okay. Or, you know, if you would like, I will recommend for you to send us an email request or an inquiry through the email to the agent support desk with the detailed question and with the information that you're using now, and the name of the vendor which is not accepting it and asking for a different piece of identification or credential, and we will respond to you. Yeah, that actually this is the phone number which is used by some of our vendors, for instance, by Vax Vacation, I believe. Also, well, no, that number is wrong. The 066-09280, it's a wrong number. It should be 006-09280. Maybe you had a typo, I'm not sure. But anyway, if you do have a problem with one of the vendors, my recommendation is to send a specific email to agent support desk, and we will address it via email, because it's in more narrow, it's a more narrow question. Okay, if you don't mind. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, it looks like the time that we inserted for the webinar today is coming to the end. Well, thank you very much for asking your questions. We will make sure we'll use them in the next month's webinar, because we're planning to have more webinars, and we'll make sure that we use some of the questions to build a new agenda for the next month's webinar. I hope you enjoy working with BNT Travel Group, and I hope you enjoyed today's webinar. I did. Thanks a lot for participating, and thank you for asking your questions, and I really liked some of them. Thank you. Have a good night.